is it worth it chasing the hotspots? Especially when, you know, things are a little slow and you're not making, you're wasting more time just waiting around. You know, is it worth it when you're paying attention to the apps and when it's showing any of the hotspots to drive to that area? I mean, it's happened both ways where it's paid off, but I think probably more times than not when you get to that area, my window's down. When you get to that area, and then of course it's no longer glowing, and then the area you just left gets hot again. So, I mean, what do you think? I mean, is it worth it chasing the hotspots? Hello, Hafa Day. Welcome to another one of my ride-alongs. I am out here with my hubby who's driving. We are out here trying to make this money on this beautiful, gorgeous Monday afternoon. Let's see if I can get it for you. Look at that. Gorgeous. And we are still out here in South Carolina. So as I mentioned in my previous video, the next couple of videos you'll see is us doing our gig work out here in South Carolina. It's a whole new experience for us, so I do hope that you'll hang in there and see what the day has to bring for us. First accepted offer of the day, and it's on Uber Eats for Mr. Bojangles. Hi. Okay. We are here at a neighborhood Walmart for our first shop and deliver on Spark, at least for the day. We got 33 items, so let's get in there and get to shopping. 33 items later, we are done and now heading to checkout so we can bag this cart full of food. Alright, so we just completed our first offer with a neighborhood Walmart. It was a it was a shopping, 33 items, and they weren't too far. They were 8 minutes away from the store, so that wasn't too bad. It was probably 40 minutes total from walking in to the drop-off to complete that offer. And then right before that, I had just accepted an Uber Eats order. And that one was another quick drop-off, so we completed that one before we did the Walmart. But we are back to waiting again. We came back to the same neighborhood Walmart that it's still lit up red on the map. So we're here hoping that we can snag another decent offer. But I wish I did have you know, some type of video to show the crazy shopping that so far it's happened twice with Spark. When you go into the store and you hit start shopping, it doesn't take it in order, you know, from produce going to aisle 1, 2, and so on. It actually has you zigzagging. You know, you'll start in produce, and then next thing you know, you're jumping a couple of aisles, and you keep working your way down, and then next thing you know, you have to work your way back up to go to this one, and then back down. So it really just has you running around the store, and if you're following it as it is laid out on the app. So this time I actually had to take a lot of time and care to look at the items. I would have to back out, look at the item. I said, no, this is on this aisle, before I hit resume shopping to see where it's going to take me, what aisle next. So if you are a Spark or any of the shopping apps where you go in the shop and the app has you shopping crazy in the store, I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Don't you think that is something that they should fix? Because that takes time. When you're having to start out in aisle 2, then you jump down, 4 aisles down just to turn around to pick up an item that was in between those 2 aisles. Don't you think that's crazy? Leave a comment. I'd love to hear your feedback on that. So as I said, we are just here waiting. So wish us luck that we can make our money goal. So hang in there and to find out what that is. So here's another thought. Something that sometimes I do and then sometimes I don't. Is it worth it chasing the hot spots? Especially when things are a little slow and you're not making you're wasting more time just waiting around. Is it worth it when you're paying attention to the apps and when it's showing any of the hot spots to drive to that area? I mean, it's happened both ways where it's paid off, but I think probably more times than not when you get to that area, my window's down. When you get to that area and then of course it's no longer glowing, and then the area you just left gets hot again. So, I mean, what do you think? I mean, is it worth it chasing the hot spots? Shop and deliver for spark number 2. This is another one that'll keep us busy. Another 30 item shopping. So let's get in there and let's get to shopping. 30 minutes later, we are headed to the self-checkout so we can start bagging and head on out. But we left the house just after noon, and that first hour was really rough, as I said earlier. It was slow. We had 4 different apps on with Spark, DoorDash, my husband's DoorDash, Instacart, and Uber Eats. And they all had, showing some hot spots, and even in the area that we were initially waiting, but nothing was coming through. And like I said earlier also about, is it worth it to chase hot spots? Today's work, it wasn't. We waited in one spot maybe 15 minutes, and we saw on the map that if we had moved to a different area, that there were hot spots over there closer to where we would be closer to them. So we drove over there. It was only maybe about 10 minutes, 12 minutes to drive to that area. And luck would have it is that as soon as we got to that area, some of the hot spots were no longer hot. And so, and like I said, in today's case, it wasn't worth chasing it, but we decided to hang out there. And so ultimately, we were out about 3.5 hours. Actively, we were close to working about 2 hours. That first hour, just over an hour, was waiting, driving to another spot to wait a little further there. So actively, we worked 2.5 hours. I mean, we only had 3 accepted offers. And with the 2 Spark offers and the 1 Uber Eats, we did a total of $56.79. My takeaway from today's shift is it worth it to chase hotspots? I mean, it really just depends on your market. We had to try it out for here, being that today was only our 3rd time driving in this market. So we had no idea what it's going to be like, especially to chase hotspots. If it really is worth it to be in the areas where you're seeing more glowing spots. So at least just for a Monday afternoon, chasing the hotspots did not work. But that doesn't mean it's not always going to be worth it. So it's just a hit and miss type of situation. I just want to say thank you, Sidzu'us Ma'asi, for watching my video. I do hope that you stayed through the end to hear my takeaways. But that's okay. I just hope you'll come back and continue to watch my channel and my videos, because I always appreciate the support. Don't forget to like the video, and if you want to, go ahead and subscribe. And as always, please stay safe out there. Be vigilant. Watch your surroundings, especially if you're doing this on your own. So until next time, adios for now.